All right, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? MHunterEra back again with another video. And EA Sports just dropped the ratings for the teams for college football 26, their top 10 overall ratings, offensive ratings, and defensive ratings. And honestly, looking at these ratings, it really just doesn't make sense to me. Uh, these are like probably the worst ratings I have ever seen in my history of playing college football and even Madden, like all probably all sports games. These are like the most heinous ratings I have ever seen in my entire life. So let's go ahead and break them down real quick. All right. So first, we got top 10 overall schools. All right. So this one does not make sense to me at all. I know Ohio State lost quite a few people, mostly on defense. Lost Will Howard, lost Mecca Buka. Um, their D line is pretty much gone. But for them to drop from a 96 overall in 25 to an 88 overall is crazy. First off, they were a 96. Alabama was a 94. I think Texas was like a 95 or so. Georgia was like a 96, I believe. There was two teams that were 96, Ohio State and I believe Georgia. Um it's absolutely crazy. Like I don't Alabama lost a whole bunch of their players too. Like with some of them going to Vanderbilt, they even like I don't know what's going on in Alabama, but it is so bad that one of their at least key players in the video game, Law, the wide receiver Law, this man went from Alabama, one of the top teams in the nation, to literally the worst team in the nation in Kent State. I don't know what's going on in Alabama, but we'll see when they play Florida State. So you got Alabama, you got Texas, Ohio State, you got Penn State. They look like they might have got a few overall ratings more than what they did or had in 25. Notre Dame, I think they're pretty much bringing a lot of people back. But I don't really use Notre Dame. So Georgia, they got the Branch brothers. So their wide receiver core is going to be straight. They gotta get the quarterback stuff going, the running back things. Like they gotta figure out who's going to be that starting running back. Um, Defense should be straight. You know. Let's see, Clemson. They got Klubnik coming back. Um, Texas A&M. Top 10. I mean, I guess Oregon, of course. My team that I use for this game is Oregon. Seeing them as an 86 and dropping from a 94 overall from 25 is crazy. I mean, they're going to lose Birch, Trayshawn Holden, Tez Johnson, Dylan Gabriel. They got Stewart coming back, but he tore his ACL, so I'm not sure if he's going to be in the game. They do have Benson coming from Florida State. And they got that one high schooler from running like track runner pretty fast. We'll see. The defense should be it should be straight. I mean, they lost Birch, they lost Jabbar Muhammad. I mean, because when I played the beta didn't have the actual players. They had it basically all the teams were balanced out. There was probably nobody over a 93 speed at all, and it was um, basically created players. Well, not basically, it was created players. LSU, I mean, they're pretty decent. I mean, I use them every now and then. Didn't really use them a lot, but I know this year I'm gonna be really focusing with Oregon. So next we have top 10 defenses. Okay, so you look at these ratings, and then you look back at the overall, and it doesn't really make sense because Alabama is a 89 top 10 overall school, right? And their defense is a 96. So that's 7. So you're telling me their offense is a 82 overall? Which it is not. It's a 89 overall. So if they're using special teams to help with these rankings, then they need to also include special teams. The special teams is an intricate part of the football game. I'm telling you, it's just as big as offense and defense. I'm telling you. But anyways, Alabama 96. Malachi Moore is not there. I think Jackson is still there. If I'm not mistaken, I think Jackson is still there. Some of their not running backs, linebackers are still there. Coat, I think that's how you pronounce his name, is one of the edge rushers that transferred out. Pretty, I'm trying to like they had so many people in the transfer portal, man. It's just so hard to keep up with all this. Texas, they, I think Jade Barron, I think he left. Makuba, Taft is gone. I think they still got Trey Moore. I'm not sure. Like when it comes to the players and stuff like that, I don't really be on locked into them. I know Virginia Tech, okay, because that's my real life team, but I don't really be locked in, with all these players. Like I don't even watch the draft. Like I mean, obviously round one people watch that, but other than that, you don't really watch this stuff. Georgia is looking good. Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon, LSU, Texas Tech. Huh? Like out of all, you got all these SEC schools, and Texas Tech is a top 10 defensive team in this game. And like, are we serious? They don't even play defense in the Big 12. It's easy to run. I don't think Big 12 teams should be in top 10 defenses because all they do is pass the ball. That's literally it. All they do is pass the ball. It is so easy for teams to run the ball on them because they are a spread conference. But whatever. And then you got Clemson rounding them out, which is a team that I do agree with being in the top 10. I agree with all these teams being in the top 10 besides Texas Tech. Even though I said Big 12 schools should not be in it, I think this one Texas A&M should be in. And this one Texas A&M should be in at least. Florida, I mean, but I'm thinking about them coming up, not last year's team. I'm thinking about what they're going to look like now. Florida, South Carolina. Trying to think about what other teams. They got the 3 Big 12 teams. I mean 4 Big 10 teams in there. So I mean, yeah. Besides that, all right. Let's go to offenses. Top 10 offenses. Texas. All right, now they lost Isaiah Bond. They lost. They lost another receiver to the draft as well. Uh, but they got they was it Golden or Bolden? Either way, they still got speed on the team now. Don't give me Texas. They have speed. Penn State 91. I when I say agree or disagree, I'm just agreeing or disagreeing if they should be in the top 10. With Drew Aller coming back and Singleton and dang, what's the other running back's name? Uh Singleton and dang, what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Katron Allen. There we go. With them coming back, yeah, yeah, they belong in there. Arizona State. Now they do have some transfers coming in. Can't think of their names, but they did have some pretty decent transfers coming in. So, like I said, Clemson with Klubnik at least. Now they lost Phil Maffa, so like I said, I don't know who's on. I didn't even watch Clemson that much. Like I watched the first game against Georgia, and I think when they played NC State, because I had one of my former players, they play at NC State. Well, now he transferred to USC, but they should be a pretty good squad. LSU, I mean LSU is LSU. I mean, they're always pretty much balanced. I mean, they got some pretty tough receivers. Nussmeyer coming back, so if Nussmeyer can really gain control of this offense, and I'm not saying be a Joe Burrow, but if he can, step up and be that type, then they might do well. Alabama has Ty as their quarterback. I think one of the running backs left as well. I mean, you got Ryan Williams. You lost Law. So I mean, I don't even know who's on Alabama right now, to be honest. So just like I don't know who's on Notre Dame. I mean, Riley Leonard's gone, right? If I'm not mistaken. They always get these one and done quarterbacks due to the transfer portal. Florida got Lagway. Hopefully, Lagway steps up and becomes the player that we all expected him to be. Because honestly, Florida hasn't really had many good years since like their national championships. I don't know. Maybe they just need to go to jail and find some players. I mean, because they ain't been good since. Miami, with the addition of Carson Beck. Also, they added some more people. I can't think of. I think they stole somebody from Florida State or Florida as well. But with Carson Beck being on the team, and now that man is single, now he has free will to do whatever he wants out. He might be able to do whatever he wants on that field. So, honestly, everybody is going to be using Alabama, of course. And then with all these loop blitzes and stuff going on, people are going to find some way, put all the speed on the field and try to loop blitz and double A gap blitz. Because in the beta, the formations for each team were the same. Like they might have had one or two formations to different teams. I don't know. Like I said, I only use Oregon, so I used Oregon. And if you're an Oregon user like me, They had the same exact formations for Oregon, the same exact formations that were in 25. They added a few motion plays in there for them, but other than that, it's pretty much the same exact playbook, you know. And that's probably the same thing for most teams, except for team specific, like how they specified Rice in their spread option offense, you know. Um, so teams like that, Penn State has uh, monster formation where it's three linemen out to the left and a wide receiver or a running back behind them, you know, for quick screen, fake type of stuff. All the stuff that they were doing in real life, that's what they got. So yeah, uh, I'm I'm excited. I mean, I'm still playing. I transitioned from Ultimate Team back to Road to the CFP. Playing just a little bit, but I'll still throw out some content out there or try to. It'll probably just be highlights or something like that. And then yeah, but until then, I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.